Oh, I'm sorry. That is so shaky. Should we make an induction heater today? Fuck yeah, we should. Alright, let's start out with some simple basics here. So, we need a slide, something to put the vap cap in. That's not gonna work. Oh, you know what? I had one I think I was already using. Ooh, doesn't go through, slides right out, doesn't get stuck. That's what we want. Let's take this and widen some of it. I'm sorry, I hope you saw the widening on camera there that I did. I don't actually, I have the camera front facing right now, so I'll be honest with you, I'm not actually seeing what I'm doing. I'm not really seeing what you're necessarily seeing here, so I hope that will be okay. So you might wonder, what the fuck are you doing? I'm rewrapping it so the coil wraps in on itself, and the reason I'm rewrapping it so the coil wraps in on itself is that I don't need that much coil kind of centered on just, you know, or I don't need like a ton of coil basically. Like the amount of coil I had was a little bit superfluous, so I just wanted to winnow it down a little bit. And what better way to do that than by rewrapping that length around the dyno? So it'll kind of pop that power right in it. It's not pretty, but it's gonna work fine. It'll work fine. Let's do some soldering. How about that? Like this. So, if you're fucking lame, you install it this way. We're not gonna install it this way because we're not fucking lame. We're gonna install it this way. We're gonna solder these bad boys on, and yeah, it's gonna work out really good. I promise. I shouldn't promise that. I don't know that. I'm actually not great. Ooh, I'm sorry. See, the disasters are already happening. I'm actually not great at soldering shit. I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm gonna use this little soldering station dealy here to try to make things maybe life a little simpler on myself, but as you can see, I'm kind of having trouble just getting this darn thing to work. That's gonna do it. I think I just got bit by a mosquito on my leg. I really hope I didn't. I'm very mosquito prone. I have a blood type that apparently mosquitoes just really seem to enjoy. Oh, you see? I was like, fuck you, Justin. That is not how you solder. I know. I know. See what I'm doing here? This is absolutely ridiculous, and it's not how you solder at all, and my soldering iron is actually a little bit too hot. I got it at 380. Let's turn it down to 360. Ooh, you see what I told you about me being like just really terrible at soldering? This should be a lot easier than it is. I just stuck it to the back of the thing. Whew. This has to be one of the most brutal soldering jobs anyone has ever done on an object that they intend to use. Ever. You think it'll stick? Only one way to find out, babe. That's to use this shit. That's what we're gonna do. Ooh, I got that fucking shit hot, by the way. Ooh, okay. Alright. So, you might be thinking, Justin, you idiot. Did you learn your lesson from the last time? I said my real name. Did you learn your lesson from the last time? And the answer is no, I didn't. I didn't learn my lesson from the last time. I'm going to do it the exact same fucking way. I'm going to offset this a little bit to the side. Look at that. I'm going to offset this a little bit to the side because one side's going to be flush against the box and this side's not. So this is the easier way to do this and not, you know, burn out the circuit board, which is literally right here. You see all that charring right there? That's not good. I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing it on this plate where things are supposed to get soldered. But obviously you see how I feel about any of that shit. Alright. Oh! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, look at that! As if to say, you foolish man, you thought you were done. You weren't even close to being done. Oh my god, you know what? We're gonna call that a big old start over. Fuck me. I've used up all my solder. It's all in little clumps on the bottom there. So, you know, don't get discouraged by your failures. Just keep throwing material resources at them. Is that really, truly, and honestly the lesson I want to leave you with? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright. You think that's gonna work? You know what the fuck that part is? It's gonna work fine. Alright. This is our nearly finished IH, right? Yeah, fuck with you, like this is, I'm just gonna leave it like this and I'm not gonna do anything else to it. I just want to prove to you that it does in fact actually work. So I'm gonna use these battery terminals in the back. This is a non-reversible barrel connector. Let's see if I can even fit it in there, this guy. He doesn't want to. Ah, that's gonna short out. He says, as he tightens the terminal connections. Might be a little aggressive. Works just fine. So, see? Despite it's all jacked up and weird looking and funky, it is gonna be a-okay. You just have to trust me on this one. Alright guys, try to get it a little bit more straight. Yeah, like that. Okay, beautiful. So that's done. 2 buttons. Where do you want to put them on the box? I probably should have like pulled the fucking thing on the back of the box, huh? This is the inside. I'm kind of thinking that with the induction heater, I'm gonna do like, I should have fit this before I did this. Yeah, go right there, like that. I like that. Alright, so if we're putting the IH on that side, let's put the buttons on this side, okay? We got two buttons, this one, this one. I spilled a bunch of pearls around. It's gonna be okay though. Button fits. How do you like that? It's good, huh? Not quite. Beautiful. That's a little big, huh? What do you think? A little big? Does that look even to you? Oh yeah. A little more. Okay. We're almost done here. Alright. Now, let's start winding over the buttons and shit, huh? So, we're gonna call this, no, fuck it, we're just gonna run the whole damn thing. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna fucking do it live. Let's check our fits. Sexy. That's gonna work. Gangbusters. It's gonna need to get a little bit higher here, like that, but that's fine. It's not really centering very much of its sort of like thermal mass against that part of the back cap. But yeah, that fits just gorgeous. So that right there. We're gonna play a dangerous game here. Nailed it. You know, I don't know why I did that. I was thinking I was going to plug this thing to... Oh, no, I'm going to have a plug somewhere anyways, right? Why not put it there? But, all right, I may have put that hole in a dumb spot, but we're going to figure that out in a little bit, okay? So don't worry about it right now. Let's go ahead and wire up some buttons. Okay, I'm going to take this little sweetheart right here, and we're going to wire it to this little sweetheart right here. So here's how this whole thing is going to go. This is a ground, this is a power in, and this is a power out. The power out from this button is going to go here, and the power out from here is going to go here. So that could not be more simple, I think. Let's give ourselves a nice little bit of working length here. Sorry. Alright. I'm gonna have to unscrew that a little more. I should solder this. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna do it the shittier way. Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay. This is a wire stripper. No Easy. Brand on Amazon. Just fucking cheap as shit. I recommend one of these. Do you see how much easier that was? It was much simpler, wasn't it? Alright, here's another pain in the ass. I have to like get these two arms to touch each other perfectly, just in the orientation I want them to. That's weird. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm changing my mind. I kind of like that. I'm going to be honest with you. Did I ever get more... I typically double up. I put it kind of in like just two pieces in one strand. It makes things a little bit easier. I don't know why. Not a whole lot of drama on this one. Hopefully we're just going to get a nice clean solder connection here. Nice. Okay, that solder point is fucking done, by the way. This connection, that's complete. We're done there. Let's do this one to that one. So I'll show you how cool this fucking wire cutter is here. Just take this. That cuts the actual wire. Put it in here, and I wonder if this is going to be enough space. I think it will. It'll be plenty. Oh, it's not big enough. Actually, no, let's make it a little bigger. Okay. I'm going to try to make this one work. You know, I'm just going to hold this piece since I have this piece stationary. I'm doing a lot of extra work here. What I can do is I can preload the wire with solder. Maybe preload the solder point here with a little bit of solder. Shoot. Oh, so perfect too. I had that like perfect. Oh man. See, since I'm holding it now, I can't like do it. That first one went so well. Ah. Gorgeous. Okay. We're not really in danger of those 2 points touching, so I think we're fine there. This button is complete, so we're going to start working on this button. Now we're going with a real standard set here of red is power, black is ground. I mean, it's like up here, you can see that. You really don't necessarily need to do it in that specific way. You can use whatever color you want. I got a bunch of different fucking color wires, but this was just, you know, the easiest way to do it. So I did it that way. Same thing we did last time. And now, doing this is basically tinning the wires. So when you have a wire that's tinned, this is kind of what they did. They just put a layer of solder down on it, sort of. Now, you have to be careful with these because they have to go in a kind of really specific way, or else it's going to be hard for me to get this connector in the right way. See that? That's going to get soldered together right there. Should hopefully not be too hard. I gotta be careful when doing something like this because, oh, sorry, I bumped it with my head. Because I have to remember that I have to push this thing back in the hole I made for it. So I have to make this in a way that it's friendly for me to do that. Okay, the next piece that's going to go in now is I'm going to connect power to this. So we're going to use our same red cable that we've been using this entire time for power. That's our ground, and this is going to be the same ground that's shared between all of our circuits. You only need one ground. So can't get that one. Trying to like resurrect one of these blobs. This shit is so hard to melt once you've set it. Cool. I drew some out there. Really just want to make sure those connections are, like, you know, literally fused together inside the strands with metal. That's how you make sure they're secure. Okay, now we're wiring to power. That's really, really easy, and the reason why is because we're going to use Wago connectors. The soldering, the difficult part, largely is done. Did I leave myself the ability to put all the buttons in, or am I going to have to cut one of these like an idiot? I'm going to have to cut one of these, aren't I? Did you guys see that coming? You should have said something to me. Okay, let's see. You know which one is really quick? Is this one right here. So let's clip that connection real quick and redo it and see if we can take it out this way. No problemo. And we'll be able to pop that on hopefully just as easily. This is the one I had in the first time, right? I'm gonna clip this one off and redo the cut because it was really hard for me to get it in there. About there. Okay. And then flatten it out a bit. That's hopefully ideal. Oh, we're gonna tighten that down real good. All right, let's cut another little bit of the black stuff. That's probably not enough. Let's get a slightly bigger piece of the black stuff. There we go. Okay. Let's expose a nice little bit here. So we need one 3-pin Wago connector for all the grounds, and they do this. Again, unsure if that hole is going to work in the way that we wanted it to, but we're just going to go ahead and go with it since we've kind of already committed, you know? Honestly, we did. We committed. I'm choosing, I believe this is non-reversible, and I'll be real disappointed if it's not non-reversible in a couple seconds here, but I believe this is non-reversible, which means that no matter which orientation we place the ground and the power, it does not matter. It's going to function. It's a 2-pin Wago connector, and we're going to do the same thing for the power out to the buttons and this. Alright, this is almost fully wired. Do you remember the last thing we have to do? We just have to solder this connection back in. I probably should have reversed the direction of this, but it's okay. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Alright, the problem is we gotta heat all this shit back up. Alright, there we go. burning myself a little there. That was my exhaling a breath. Come on, just stick to it a little bit, and then I can add more and make you stick more. Ow, 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 ow. Good enough. Good lord. I should be using a pair of pliers to do this. I'm so dumb. I really am. I do that. I use pliers when you have perfectly good hands. Look at how hard this has been. I did this so well the last time. I'll tell you, it is it's maddening to be able to complete something in a rather easy way the first time and then really struggle with it the second time. I bumped it again in my head, I'm sorry. Alright, finally. Whew. Good lord. Alright, that was a fucking ordeal. So, this is wired. Can I fit this in as I did before? Considering all the different shit that I've done to it, did I leave myself enough wire length? Oh god. Did I leave myself enough wire length? I don't think I did. I suck. Let's see, which way do I have this thing going? Do you guys remember? I think it was like this, right? Yep. This is the way it's supposed to go. So, yeah, we might have an issue with that right there. Actually, right now it's fine. I see there's a little bit of loose wiring, but you know, we can tack that down with some solder, followed by, hopefully we're not going to hit this thing on the bottom here, with some hot glue. So, shall we see if this thing first off turns on? Button off, button on, function. That blue light means it's working. Where'd I put that back at? Big old mess here now. Shall we test that with a bowl? What do you guys think? Sound good?